So, hello everyone. My name is Clarence White. I am here at the Eastside Freedom Library to welcome you to the first ever Unmapping St. Paul, which we believe is the ultimate St. Paul trivia quiz.
Woo!
We don't consider it trivial because we know this capital city is great. And we have several people with us who are going to prove just that. So thanks everyone for joining us. Feel free to share this on your Facebook page because everyone either needs to show off their knowledge of St. Paul or they need to learn something. I know I do. If you saw the video that we made about promoting this, then you know that's definitely true. So first of all, the Eastside Freedom Library, for those people who do not know, is a place that holds about 23,000 books that are all cataloged by volunteers. So it holds a lot of knowledge, but is also a place that creates a lot of knowledge. A lot of different voices come here. We come here in the spirit of creating solidarity. We have scholar activists, artist activists, community activists who come and really create conversations that are about the dialogue that we need to have today with the voices that matter and sometimes the voices that are left out. We are thrilled to be partnering with this event with several people, but we have a lot of things that happen here. One of the things that I want to make sure that people know about is our ongoing housing justice programming. The housing justice program at the Eastside Freedom Library is a community-driven program that addresses the historic and the current inequities in housing and community development on the East Side, but also in our entire metro area in the state. And C.N. Thomas, who is one of our participants, has been very much involved in spearheading that. On December 10th, we're going to be having a housing justice summit, which is a collaboration with many partners, but it includes the Million Artists Movement, and they will help us create a great conversation and provide a night that is an interactive artistic theater and thoughtful engagement for the community. Our other partner, our main partner, main sponsor for this is NeighborWorks Home Partners, and we thank them for their support and their work on housing justice. They are a one-stop shop for home ownership, home buyer education, credit, home improvement, and foreclosure prevention. So thanks again to those partners. Tonight, our program is going to be led mainly by two people. One of them is our quizmaster, Sydney Carlson White, and the other is our MC for the evening. We are so very pleased to have him with us and to lead us through this. So I'm going to introduce him, Y. Spano. If you want to take over, and we will enjoy our quiz. So take it away.
Okay, well, thanks everybody. And my name is Y. Spano. I've been around the city of St. Paul. My students, I ended up teaching, and my students used to suggest that perhaps I held the transits for the architect of the state capitol. That I'm not that old, but I am quite old. And all of the legislators around here have seen me back when they were starting their careers. We have two groups of people tonight who are both accustomed periodically to encountering difficulties. People sometimes say bad things to them or about them. And I think it's perhaps a little more prevalent in the world of politics than it is the world of real estate, but the folks in real estate can maybe help me disabuse myself of that notion. So the two teams are gonna compete against each other, and we'll start with Cian Thomas, who is the principal at ABC Realty. It's a boutique real estate agency on the east side of St. Paul that looks and sounds like the community it serves. Cian has a breadth and scope of knowledge about the St. Paul community that is unparalleled. She can explain the history of every neighborhood, every park, and every waterway. We have to talk later. Brand Griffith is a realtor and affordable housing advocate, licensed in the state of Minnesota. He practices at, his practice focuses on new construction and previously owned residential homes for owner occupants and investors in St. Paul, Minneapolis, and suburban areas. Monpa Lee is a realtor with ABC Realty, works to include everyone's voice. Having worked at Hennepin County Medical Center as an interpreter for years, she's helped navigate the waters of healthcare for people who spoke more than 70 different languages and dialects. I didn't even know there were that many. And Georgia Fort, is she here? Yes, is a independent journalist whose skills garnered her 2 Emmys nominations and uses them to amplify voices in marginalized communities through a variety of video series that she publishes. Her mission is to produce stories that change the narrative of the Black community and to use her voice to advocate for media reform and narrative justice. And 1,000 years ago, when I used to write a lot of things for newspapers, it's exactly what I do now because it's the most fascinating piece of what's going on, I think. And then we have the political people. And Kathy Lantry was, hey, Kath, was first elected to the St. Paul City Council in 1998. She was 9 at the time. She served there for 17 years, 10 of them as council president, then went on to run the Public Works Department in St. Paul. All those years, she told her kids, the newspapers say, that her job was to have people call and yell at her, and then she tried to get them to stop. And that was the function of what she was supposed to do. I think that's probably fairly accurate. Tim Mahoney was first elected to the St. Paul City Council in 1998. He served there, in 1998. He finished his career representing St. Paul's Eastside when the new legislature elected earlier this month is sworn in. He will finish his career. He finished as the chair of the Jobs and Economic Development Money Group, the folks who look at what to spend on developing jobs and creating opportunities. I got some brief chances to work with Tim over the years, and I can tell you he's one of Minnesota's finest and most honest legislators. So he won't cheat on the contest. I would, but I'm not in it because I was born in St. Paul or in Minneapolis. Ellen Anderson was one of the smartest and most effective legislators who spent most of her career from 96 to 2011 worrying about the environment. In 2011, she was appointed to the Public Utilities Commission by Governor Dayton. Unfortunately, she didn't get served very long because some senators didn't want people who really were on the environment side. And so they decided she shouldn't be there. She's gone on to a distinguished career in other jobs around. Finally, Representative Lesh, who has the most, is it Facebook friends or anyway, 5,000 folks.
Oh, it's more than Mahoney anyway.
That wouldn't be hard, John.
Yeah. And I'm up to 12 now, and my kids are half of that. Representative Lesh was most interested really in ended up with judiciary financing. He's a lawyer, and he was always seemed to be kind of fascinated with the insides of lawyerly life and what's going on. But he also has great fame and justifiable fame for giving us wonderful quotes periodically that just make everybody say, whoa, is that ever interesting? John Lesh is a person who does not curb his brain very much, and that's a good thing. So all of these folks are ready to begin. What do I do now?
Call your Facebook friends.
Yeah, right.
You hand it over to Sid.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Sid Carlson White, and I will be the person conducting this quiz bowl match between the realtors and the politicians. Basically, I'm here to 1, read the questions, and 2, explain the rules of the match that's about to unfold. Most importantly, I hope everybody here has as much fun playing these questions as I did writing them. The game will be divided into 3 sections: short questions, long questions, and intersections. Questions in the first section of the game will be worth 5 points each. Questions in the second section will be worth 10 or 15 points, depending on how early they are answered. Questions in the final intersections lightning round will be worth 5 points. In each section of the game, teams will have 1 chance to buzz in. If you know the answer, buzz in using our online system, and I will recognize you, as we have before. If you are correct, your team will earn the points. There is no penalty for incorrect answers, but if you are incorrect, then the other team will have a chance to wait until the end of the question, where the clues will often be easier. Of course, there is no talking when a question is being read. Questions, first of all, can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Might there be any questions about the gameplay from either side?
You mean the politicians have to actually agree with each other before they?
Yeah.
And they have to answer questions.
Okay.
That was my question. So should we consult with each other first before we give an answer, or if we know, we should just buzz?
If you know the answer, you should just buzz. In fact, you are not allowed to consult with each other.
Okay.
I don't see why you'd want to, since you can all hear each other as well. Yes, and remember, it's not like Jeopardy. You can buzz in at any point when the question is being read. Everyone has to unmute. Excellent. Are we ready to begin? Hope so.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
Go.
Starting with the quick questions, of which there will be 30. These first 30 questions will be brief snippets of the world around us, crossing many disciplines and locations. They are worth 5 points each. Question 1. On which West Side street can you find Boca Chica Restaurant, El Burrito? John Lesh.
Ah,
So that would be, well, Concord, but, yeah, no, we changed it. No, it's still Concord. It's still Concord. It's not.
I'm going to ask you for more
Change it should
information.
is.
Yes, I can
Okay.
accept that. Correct.
We have like a time limit of how long to answer questions?
I'm not enforcing.
Oh, I
I'm
go a
not
lot
over
longer
here.
than that.
Excellent. Good. That means the questions are gettable. 5 points. Question number 2. Which St. Paul company is known for its Scotch tape and the Command product line?
3M. Oh, shoot.
Kathy.
I'm talking.
3M.
I'm locked.
That's
Well,
because
go
I
ahead
buzzed
and
in
speak.
first, Helen.
What's that?
I buzzed in before you did.
Got it.
The-
I shouldn't say the answer.
The buzz player was Kathy. Kathy was recognized by the system.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm locked also. Oh, no.
You like to
But
deliver
Ellen
your-
gave it away. She consulted.
I better just, it's gonna be hard not to answer.
You're muted,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, good. So it's a draw.
3M. My husband works for them. I better know that.
Well, we'll give it to you. 5 points. Yeah. Toss-up 3. Ken Freiberg was a St. Paul fire captain who often cooked food for the station. He later went on to open a state fair stand and then a successful food.
Captain Ken. Captain Ken.
Sold what product?
Oh, can I
Beans.
say that?
Baked beans.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
Correct. Toss-up 4. Cecil's Delicatessen is one of many restaurants that can be found in which neighborhood in the
So
south?
locked.
Oh, Highland.
I-
It's locked, yeah.
Yeah,
Locked.
you gotta unlock us.
Yeah, I'm locked.
There you go. Now unlock
Locked
it
again.
Yep.
I have Brad.
So the Highland Park neighborhood.
Wait a second. We were all locked
Yeah, we're
out.
all locked.
Yeah,
But he unlocked us and I buzzed back in.
The system locked. It didn't clear when I pressed the button.
I think we need credit for that. The realtors were going to be hurting otherwise.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we're unfortunately going to have to throw out that question on account.
Oh,
I'm
Uh-oh.
very sorry.
There are already irregularities in the voting.
But it's not rigged. It's not rigged.
God.
No recount.
Our connection's good. Unfortunate. Question number 5, now that we are completely cleared. What St. Paul High School's team won the first Minnesota girls basketball tournament held in 1976?
I wasn't born yet.
Ellen,
I'll just say St. Paul Central.
5 points, correct.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Go Central.
Nice job, Ellen.
Toss-up 6. In the 1920s through the 1940s, this woman was a prominent St. Paul writer and journalist. Her novels Being Respectable and Indeed This Flesh were set in the Summit Avenue area. Who is she? I'm going to call time on that one. This would be Grace Flandreau.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, this was a
Hello,
difficult
Grace.
one. I certainly didn't know it. Toss-up number 7. Which now defunct St. Paul beer manufacturer used the jingle "From the Land of Sky Blue Water"? Kathy,
Hams.
5
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
sing it, Kath.
Oh, no, I can't. Birds.
No,
will hit-
that's a bonus question.
No.
Unfortunately, we will not subject people to song and dance, especially not participants that will be required to provide them. But we will subject you to toss-up number 8. The Red Schoolhouse was founded in Frogtown in 1972 as a survival school by a number of parents in which national activist group that champions the rights of Indigenous peoples? Kathy,
The American Indian Movement.
5 points.
Jeez.
Happy.
You should all be.
There's some smart politicians up here, man. Holy
Cheers.
cow.
Toss-up 9.
Did you send some of that over, Ken?
Mark
Which,
just
Which St. Paul street, which features the Blue Door Pub and Golden Time Cafe? Ellen,
Selby Avenue.
5 points.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta have my hands on this.
Toss-up 10. Which St. Paul author, who recently published the children's books The Most Beautiful Thing and The Shared Room, achieved national notoriety for her memoir, The Late Homecomer, which details her family's...
How Kalia Yang?
Paul Kalia. Kalia. Yang.
Was it-
5 points.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah.
What? Toss-up 11. Which Minnesota author, who had homes on Summit Avenue and in Sauk Center? Ellen,
Fitzgerald.
no penalty, incorrect.
Sinclair
Is
Lewis.
famous for his novels Main Street and Babbitt.
Sinclair Lewis.
You got a buzz.
Need a buzz.
I did buzz, but I guess it unlocked.
Yeah, only.
Really rare.
So,
Who's buzzed?
so the realtors are the only ones that can answer anyway. So who lost?
Is Brad recognized? Brad.
Mhm.
So Sinclair Lewis.
Yes, 5 points.
Woo.
Hey.
What?
All right, Brad. The
Unlock
button.
us.
Toss-up 12.
Unlock us.
Is it not unlocked?
It's not.
Thank you. Toss-up
Now
12.
I'm
You're
lost.
still locked.
Still locked.
Oh, okay, that's weird. It says it's not. So that's not good.
Look at him.
Oh, no.
Should we just call it a draw?
Are we unlocked?
No.
No.
Shoot. There we
Yeah,
go.
Ready now.
Okay, sorry about that. Toss-up number 12. Which St. Paul Arts Institution, which was formerly housed in the basement of the Landmark Center, is a children's theater company that is now located on Georgia?
Is it children's theater?
No penalty, incorrect. Cleared? Cyan.
The Landmark Theater. Oh, it's in the Landmark Center.
That would be
Shoot.
Stepping Stone Theater.
Stepping Stone. Yes.
Oh, right.
But
But the politicians were supposed to be able to
Right.
answer that, I thought.
right.
Because I knew it was Stepping Stone.
Oh, sure.
I did.
I did as soon as you said it.
People on the realtor side buzz.
Well, the realtor missed it, and then Cian answered the question. So
Oh, that is unfortunate.
don't
Award
take
the
any
5
points away from us, though.
Yeah, award the 5 points to the politician side.
Well, don't we get?
Oh, you
Oh,
don't need to do that.
So anyway, all right.
okay.
Because only the other side could buzz in.
Yep.
Morelli's Elementary, Caribou Grocery and Deli, and Brunson's Pub are all locations on which? Brad was first.
Payne Avenue, Railroad Island.
Yep, correct.
Yay!
Go, Brad.
See, I'm not sure why mine showed up as red, that I was the one who buzzed in.
It's been toggled, so now they all say they buzz in, but it shows me who is.
Got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I'm like fifth in line when I buzz.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, same here.
From 1987 to 2013, what major lending library was a safe space for the LGBTQ community and was located in the Lexham neighborhood of St. Paul?
Lexington Library?
No penalty, incorrect.
I tried.
Politicians? Any answer from the politician side?
Nope.
Yeah, knows.
Yep.
Library?
Quatrefoil Library.
Oh.
Question 15.
What do you know?
Recent immigrants to the East Side include members of which ethnic group who have often... Tim?
That would be the Hmong community?
Yeah, there are a lot of answers here.
The Hmong community? No?
Incorrect. This is not the not this question.
right.
Off face
You wanna
discrimination in their home country of Ethiopia.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Brad?
Somali.
No, this would be the Oromo.
Oh,
community.
oh, shoot.
Come on.
Somalia is not in Ethiopia.
Toss-up 16. Which now defunct restaurant, famous for its cruiser combo, had its red and white checkered University Avenue building? Kathy.
Porky's.
5 points.
Good one.
Toss-up 17. Which civil rights leader, who is the namesake of a center adjacent to the XL Energy Center, served Tim?
Would that be Wilkins?
Yeah, that's Wilkins. 5 points. Toss-up 18. Which Minneapolis teacher and champion for environmental rights served as the city of St. Paul in Congress from 1977 to 2000? Tim.
That would be Bruce Vinto.
Correct. Toss-up number 19. Which United States Supreme Court justice lends his name to an east-west? Brad.
And east-west, I'm gonna,
Too early.
it's not Berger. I'm just gonna say Kellogg.
Yeah, that's incorrect. I believe Ellen has now buzzed in.
Marshall.
Oh,
This would be Pierce Butler.
Oh.
Good. I
You
feel
only
better.
got 3.
What about Thurgood Marshall?
Marshall would have been great though, Ellen.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Wrong answers.
In which neighborhood did Tiger Jack's Shack, which sold a wide array of Georgia?
Rondo.
Yes, that is correct.
You guys are way too fast.
Toss-up 21. The corner of Dale and Selby, East 7th Street, and West 7th Street are all locations of which St. Paul co-op supermarket? Kathy.
Mississippi Market.
Correct.
My buzzer. I have a feeling my buzzer is defunct.
You and me both.
There's something wrong with her buzzer.
The old technical error. That's what everybody's saying now.
Well, I am a little worried about the buzz sign coming up on my phone on a regular basis, but
Yeah.
Mm.
What I will do, would you like me to switch it back to only one person buzzing so people don't get confused?
No.
no, we're good. We're good.
Adapted.
Perfect. Toss up number 22. I'm gonna
I'm trigger happy.
You read his mind.
I'm
Okay.
trigger.
What's the answer, Georgia?
Okay. Everybody's buzzers are cleared. Hidden Falls Park and Aldine Park are both green spaces in what neighborhood, which until 2020, John Lash.
Highland.
Incorrect.
Oh,
2020.
Hidden Falls down.
Dad
Okay.
knows this.
Right. He's right about
That's
that.
next.
But Aldine is on the other side.
And it's all dying. Not all
Right.
deep. All
Right.
dying.
Cian has the floor, however.
Battle Creek.
No, this is incorrect. This is the Merriam Park neighborhood,
Or Union Park now, right?
or Union Park. Yes.
Oh.
Toss up
Over in
number
the Midway, South Midway.
What was the question again?
I was going to say Midway. Yeah.
Aldine
Hidden
and
Falls Park, Aldine Park, and the last clue that didn't get read was Izzy's Ice Cream.
Oh.
Oh.
That's, wouldn't that be Marion?
Yeah, that sounds grand.
no, Izzy's is on.
Marshall.
Cleveland and
Was
Marshall.
Oh, it's on
was
Marshall. It was on Marshall. Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
Closed.
Okay. We can't argue with the,
Former Supreme
Boss here.
Justice on Marshall.
Toss up 23. Which St. Paul Park, which was the site of mass demonstrations against transit fare hikes in 1917, is located between the Landmark Center and the George Latimer Library? Cian.
Rice Park.
Correct for 5. 24. What neighborhood contains St. Agnes Catholic Church, a huge urban... Kathy.
since I'm an alumnus of St.
Yeah.
Agnes, it would be Frogtown.
That is correct for 5. So that is
I knew she was a ringer.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just old and I've always lived in St. Paul.
Toss up 25. Which former Minnesota state senator who served the Eastside from 2002 to 2011 is the first Hmong American? Kathy?
Her.
Me moi.
Yes, correct for 5.
Oh. I was thinking it was Saito.
He's in Frogtown.
And she was first.
Oh, okay.
She was before him.
Okay.
Toss up 26. Which street, which becomes Hennepin Avenue when crossing into Minneapolis? Georgia.
Larpenter.
Correct for 5.
Yes. Woo woo.
We're making a comeback.
Toss up 27. Which attraction, which was formerly housed in the Church of Scientology building, features Minnesota's own Johnny Lesh?
Science Museum of Minnesota.
I
That's
worked
one.
there. I was the next person.
My buzzer finally worked.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'm serious. I
John.
think I got to it before he did. He just there's something wrong.
It's your internet connection. Let's blame it on the technology.
I'm a politician. That's what I do.
They're right.
Point the other way.
Toss up number 28. Which St. Paul artist, who is known for his sweeping rhythm paintings, is a celebrated muralist and has earned the moniker? Kathy.
Neiman.
Incorrect, no penalty.
And his name, the moniker, what?
The mayor of Lower Town.
Oh.
Is that an elected position?
Unfortunately, that is time, and it is not an elected position, but one given to this amazing artist by the will of the people, Tacumba Aiken.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to start referring to him to as Your Honor.
And toss up the last for this section. Which restaurant, which is located at 36th West 7th Street, has operated 24 hours a day since its opening in 19? John Lesh?
Mickey's Diner.
That's the one, 5 points. This concludes the short questions section.
What's the score?
Could we have a score check?
I will add that up.
Oh, that's
We're getting our butts whooped.
Every answer will be counted.
right.
How much
There
does it
is
cost
a
to
miscount.
recount?
How do we know that they counted it correctly?
Is why there?
Yeah.
Hi.
Are you getting the, did you get the count to them or don't we report that?
We're gonna have it in a moment.
Well, can you
How
please?
do we know we can trust the count?
This is Minnesota. It's not DC.
Yeah, that's right.
We had all our lawyers look at it.
Hopefully not Lesh.
If the count isn't
Hopefully
in our
not Giuliani.
favor, I'm gonna have my legal team challenging it in a lawsuit.
Trivial or not, right?
There is a great book about that called This Is Not Florida, about the Franken election.
Yep.
And it really was a wonderful opportunity. There've been some other elections in Minnesota that weren't quite as honest, but that one really was.
I promise.
Those all
take the
happened before
questions
we
in the
were
back of
born.
My car.
They all happened before we were born. That's right. Even before I was born.
Not that far back.
All right, we have a score. It is right now 75 to 35 in favor of the politicians.
Whoa.
Oh.
We will now continue with
Is there a
traditional
comeback?
quiz bowl question.
How many more questions do we have for a comeback?
Oh, 1 second. I'm handing it back to Y for a moment.
I smell a comeback.
I I think these are worth more, this next section.
Okay.
We're
Right.
just
Well, these-
naturally competitive. Sorry about that.
So we,
You're just like, we're not in the same room and be like,
We should recognize, if we can, two things. One is the real purpose of this, or not the real purpose. The real purpose is to prove how smart all of these people are. But
or,
the purpose we'll go with right now is this is give to the max day. If you own a computer and have an email account, you know that already because everybody's been telling you for the last few days. But the library and the things that it supports would like you to know that this is gives to the max day. And it is a fascinating and really important place on the Eastside. It's something that is helping the diverse communities of the Eastside get together and maybe hopefully stay together in a kind of a helpful way.
Yep.
And so I hope you will do that. Then there have been some sponsors for the, and you can go to the chat screen and find a link to giving if you'd be good enough to do that. Then we have a number of event partners, NeighborWorks home partners, and the Eastside Bar, ABC Realty, and we have two people from there, right? Jane Prince for City Council, all the Pauls, and maybe some others of you know Jane. She's on the council right now. The Twin Cities Academy, and the St. Paul Area Association of Realtors Diversity Committee, the Tim Mahoney Campaign Committee, and he's not even running. So
I'm retiring.
thanks,
Might as well
Tim.
spend your money.
And it does match up to the, I checked with the campaign finance board and I'm legally able to do this.
Oh, you bet you are. And it's a great thing to do, I think.
Yeah. Well,
know.
and just a little bit of trivia here. As I told my daughter, the laborers I got in New York, that I was doing this, and they said it was at the Eastside Freedom Library. And she used to work for the Carnegie Foundation. And she said, so Peter is running a Carnegie library? And I said, well, kind of. And she kind of rolled her eyes and says, I'm sure somebody's rolling in his grave at the moment.
I think Peter mentions that when he introduces an event.
Yeah.
The irony of it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It is irony.
It's a good irony. It's a good irony.
Yep.
Fong for Senate 67 committee, and Sandy Pappas for Senate committee. So both of them are doing a little bit of what Tim found out that it's legal to do, and that's give money that you're not needing too much right then to good causes like this one. C-Tool, who can say that in Spanish? Because I can't ever remember it. But it's the group that
Yes, you.
started janitors,
SEIU.
justice.
CIU?
Yeah.
No,
No,
CTUL.
SEIU is a group of Latin American immigrants who have worked tirelessly to improve the statute of people of Latin descent and migrant workers.
Yeah.
They were one of the movers and shakers in the wage theft law that we passed in the state of Minnesota. And
Right.
without them, it would not have happened. They were great.
Awesome.
They were also around for justice for janitors.
Yep.
And really helped with that. Great organization, and they too are sponsoring. And finally, somebody all of us on the political side remember, Mindy Greiland,
All right, Mindy.
a great legislator. Okay, then we're going to do one other special thanks to Steve Trimble, somebody else we recognize, and Pat Lindgren, Peter Ratcliffe, and Sid Carlson White, who created the questions for this quiz. So the realtors can blame them. And maybe because Steve was involved, he made it the kind of questions that political people could answer. You know, he'd asked about,
his father was a great politician.
Yes. Steve Trimble's father? Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. And finally, they credit one other person who consulted for this event, and that's Marcia Abner.
All right.
All right.
I happen to be married to her, and she was the one that they really wanted to do this. But she's doing a call in the other room, a Zoom on some national issue. And she's been very involved in the whole question of the census. And now that it's going down, or at least going crazy, she's working on that. So she's very sorry that we couldn't have the competent member of the family doing this, but thanks. And now we're going to go to round 3, keeping always in mind that,
I think.
and maybe you get an extra point if you say give to the max at the end of your answer. Every time. Okay, round 3.
Excellent. We will now continue with round 2 of traditional quiz bowl questions about St. Paul.
I'm sorry.
We will now, these questions will be about the past and present of St. Paul. They will be longer and feature many clues. They are worth 10 points each, but if you answer early, you will receive what is referred to as power and earn an additional 5 points for your team. Note that with these questions, sometimes we will be very specific about what we're asking for. Sometimes we're asking for a street or a neighborhood, or more interestingly, we could be asking for an activity or an industry. So be careful about what specifically the question calls for. Are both sides ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Round 2. Toss-up 1. At this institution, a red door is displayed in a hallway to commemorate this place's history. Prior to the creation of this organization, a Selby Dale Community Center received a $150,000 grant to enhance its arts programming in 1976. That organization, the Hallie Q. Brown Center, Georgia.
MLK Center?
Incorrect. Continues to share a building with this institution. Black. Cian.
Penumbra Theater.
10 points.
I thought once the realtors answered, another realtor couldn't answer. Is that
the first buzzer the realtor?
Yes.
This is
We'll forgive you this time, Sid.
I think give it to him. I
Yeah.
think you give it
yeah,
to him.
we will give the 10 points.
So what are the rules then? Just one team at a time, or one person and one team at a time?
Team when it gets to buzz. If you
Okay.
if you buzzed, your team
Oh,
no
loses 100 points. Okay, got it.
But you guys had it like almost, so
Yeah, it was close.
yeah, so why not?
I don't
Whoops,
think.
sorry.
Number 2.
Yeah. Question 2. From 1897 to 1956, this activity took place at a University Avenue location that is now home to the Wilder Foundation in an Aldi grocery store. Another place where Central High School students currently partake in this activity is named after Tony Stone, a notable St. Paul. This is Cian?
Yep.
Yeah.
Football.
Incorrect. Who participated in this activity? Oh, yes, Ellen is next.
I didn't quite hear your answer, but I want to say
yes,
baseball.
Baseball is correct.
Yeah, Lexington Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
10 points.
Ooh. That hurts.
Number
That
3.
hurts.
Union President Nils Nelson achieved notoriety for frequently fighting with contractors and architects during the construction of this building. On June 10th, 2020, the American Indian movement toppled a statue of Christopher Columbus mounted in front of this building. Cian.
The state capitol.
10 points. Toss-up number 4. Restaurants located along this street include La Cucaracha and Connie's Creamy Cone. Ellen.
Dale Street.
15 points.
All right. Oh, wow.
She got the bonus.
Kind of easy for 15 points.
Wow.
That was actually one of my hardest and most esoteric clues. I didn't know how well people know either of those restaurants.
Yeah.
If you drive down Dale,
Oh,
You gotta go.
it's one end to the other end. You know.
Pretty much, exactly. That was the plan. Toss-up number 5. Skidmore Park and Margaret Park are both greens. Brad.
Community gardens
Incorrect.
in Dayton's Bluff. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes. Community gardens in Dayton's Bluff will do.
Woo.
For 15. Yes, thank you for that clarification because that was necessary. Toss-up 6. This location contains the Clarence W. Wigington Pavilion, so named after Kathy.
Buried Island.
15 points.
Wow.
Way to go.
Yes, Kathy.
Toss-up 7. This person once quipped that he should not have talked about nuclear disarmament when he lost the 1982 Minnesota State Auditor race. John Lesh.
Paul Wellstone.
15 points.
And he's wrong. He
Good
should have
one.
talked about it.
And he should have talked about nuclear disarmament. Yes, he should.
He talked about every single issue except being the auditor in that range.
And
Yeah.
Ellen was his research director on his 90 campaign. Isn't that right, Ellen?
1990 U.S. Senate campaign. You got it.
Yeah.
And he was my professor, you know.
I could have come up with much harder clues for him, and I don't know why.
Really
That's a
biased.
good one. That's pretty obscure.
It's one of my favorite quotes. Toss-up number 8. This man criticized a number of immigrants for accepting help from local Freemasons chapters before helping them settle in an area of Swede Hollow known as Connemara Patch. A street named for this man can be found to the northwest of the Minnesota History Center and crosses Interstate 94 in front of the Capitol. In 1904, he began a major construction project atop Summit Hill, which is now the cathedral. Tim.
That would be Bishop Ireland.
Yes, 10 points.
Oh, John Ireland.
Oh my gosh.
Well done.
Yeah.
Toss-up number 9. One restaurant located on this street is notable for its St. Paul Sports Hall of Fame, which honors 5 different local athletes each year. Another restaurant on this street is known for its Italian market and Louis Ristorante. The Pearson. Cian.
7th Street.
Yes. 10 points. Toss-up number 10. Prior to the completion of a,
Oops, sorry.
I'm gonna let that
Yeah,
one
no,
go.
that was just like,
Itchy trigger finger.
Prior to the completion of a complex on its western end, this street was originally known as Edsel Avenue. The east-west portion of Metro Transit A line runs along this street, while its eastern terminus is at a stone tower also designed by Clarence W. Wigington. This street derives its name from a major employer that closed its doors. Kathy.
Ward Parkway.
10 points.
Very good.
Well done.
Toss-up 11. This institution's founder, Edward Duffer Neal, has been posthumously criticized for his desecration of native graves in Minnesota. The Hungry Mind Bookstore and Common Good Books are two businesses that once served patrons near this institution, while the Tangletown neighborhood. John Lesh.
McAllister College.
10 points. Toss-up number 12. In 1887, the Minnesota legislature made companies in this industry liable to injuries to workers on the job. Eugene V. Debs and Charles Pillsbury helped negotiate. Cian.
Mining.
Incorrect. No penalty. Tim.
The trucking industry.
That would be incorrect as well. This would be the railroad industry. Yes.
Remember that. No?
That one will fall dead, and we'll go.
So morbid.
Can't we just get a committee to study it?
Yeah, we've got a few earmarks for the railroads. Got
Tim,
some
they
stuff
really
on.
didn't have a lot of trucks back then.
Right?
But good guess
Oh,
otherwise.
That's true.
Toss-up number 13. Past residents of this St. Paul Street have included Mike Bones Hartzell, who received a legislative commendation. Kathy.
Rice Street.
15 points.
Jeez.
God, I needed to make these harder. I could have gone very esoteric with some of these things. Toss-up number 14. This street's Green Line light rail station features 6 columns and 4 murals designed by Robert Delgado. Charles Schultz and Hutton Arenas are both located along this street, and the Spruce Tree Center can be found kitty corner from the...
is it University Avenue? Snelling?
Yeah, I was going to ask for more information for what street crossed University Avenue. So you will get 15 points for that.
Yay! Finally!
Yay, Moomba!
I've been like buzzing this whole time.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. That's 15 points. So, and we'll now go to toss-up number 15. One person with this name is notable for being the founder and executive director of the organization Save Our Sons. That person, Kathy.
Melvin Carter II.
Yes, both are acceptable because the first clues are about him.
Carter Jr.
Set of clues are about the player. 15. Toss-up number 16. In the 1930s, a nightclub known as Castle Royal operated a location along this street. The first St. Paul. Brad.
Wabasha.
15 points.
Good job, Brad.
Nice.
Toss-up number 17. One section of this location features busts of prominent European authors, including Johann Friedrich Schiller and Henrik Ibsen. An attraction at this location was rescued from salvage in Ellen.
Como Park?
15 points.
Yes.
Hey, right on.
Yeah.
Well done, Ellen.
2 more to go here. Toss-up number 18. In June 2020, a bear made headlines when it roamed parking lots located at Georgia?
You know, the only bear actually that I think of now was not in St. Paul, it was in Duluth.
Close enough.
Make something up.
Close enough.
Give
Come
her credit for the Duluth Bear. Remember that story too.
In like the land of sky blue water or something?
was like, I saw that and I was like, wait, no, that wasn't St. Paul. That was Duluth.
All right, let
That
the
was a
polys.
big bear, though.
When it roamed parking lots adjacent to this street. One business formerly located along this street was the West Publishing Company, which helped establish standards for case law reporting used to this day. Kathy,
Kellogg.
15 points.
Yep.
What was the street?
Kellogg.
Kellogg
It was downtown.
Union, it was wandering around
Downtown,
Union Depot.
Wow, bears
That was
downtown.
the Union Depot bear.
Yep.
That wasn't a real bear, though. That was Tim Mahoney in a suit.
Hey, 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 hey.
The day I decided to retire, John.
Yeah.
All right, and now we have toss up the last for this section. You've shredded through these very quickly, and I'm very pleased about that. Toss up number 19. This street becomes Cliff Street at its eastern terminus. Community institutions located along this street include Widmer's grocery store and the Linwood Recreation Center. Just north of this street's intersection with Cleveland Avenue, one used to be able to find Kathy.
St. Clair.
15 points.
Oh. Oh.
I feel like a former public works director has an advantage in this game.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I was about to say?
All about
I
street.
thought he was going to go for something else rather than the street name, but
Do you
Yeah, I
know,
thought it was
do you know
gonna
what
be
I was
the
just about to
neighborhood.
say after the Cleveland Avenue clue?
what's that?
No, this clue was about Snuffy's Avenue, as one Snuffy's and a Pro Pharmacy, which are unfortunately neither there anymore.
So does she? So
Yeah.
it's not St. Clair is the answer.
No, that was the answer. It's 15 points.
Oh,
I was just surprised with
okay.
the astuteness that question was answered.
okay. We'll give it to you, Lantry.
Thank you.
Unlock the buzzer.
Since I was right.
Full unlock. And that is the end of part 2.
We don't want to hear the score, I don't think. How many
having
did Kathy
fun.
get?
We don't care.
No, we
We are
don't.
tabulating
It's
right
all
now.
for fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Did we get points for saying give to the max? I'll say it 5 times. Give to the max.
I think you got to get
Give to
the.
the max. That's 5 points.
I think you got to get the question right too, though. I think that might be the
Oh
catch.
man.
You tried though.
Okay, we'll try
Oh,
for next time.
Maybe if you buzz in early again
Okay,
and
fine.
just
I'll
say
do
give to the
that.
max a few times.
All
While
right.
they're tabulating.
Just say it before you give your answer.
Yeah, right. Right.
If you
That
said it
could be
before-
our answer. Give to the max.
Yeah, and we'll go back to Y Spano for a bit.
Okay, give to the max. And that's where
Win.
I think you ought to give Mom Pa
Yes.
5 points for that.
Yes.
We need it.
Unfortunately, I
It might
have
not
no
help, but
power.
we need it.
This from
That's a
the
good
guy who
suggestion,
doesn't
Why?
have a team.
Okay, remember our sponsors, NeighborWorks, Home Partners, the Eastside Bar, ABC Realty, Jane Prince for City Council, Twin Cities Academy, St. Paul Area Association of Realtors, Diversity Committee, Tim Mahoney Campaign Committee, Wong for Senate 67 Committee, Sandy Pappas for Senate, and C. Toole and Mindy Griley. So thank them all if you see them, and tell them that we're now creating a wonderful Give to the Max Day for the St. Paul Freedom Library, and we're now going to number 3.
Yes, we will now go back to our final lightning round after we have a score check. Or
All right.
That round was 70 to 65.
this round was 70 to 65 points in favor of the politicians.
Close.
Sorry, 170.
Ooh,
170
that's
to 65.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
70 to 65. I heard that.
For ya.
One,
We'll
Yeah,
go with the
you
70.
heard me right the second time.
No.
You got to give a guy an extra chance every once in a while.
Did we get 5 points for the give to the max?
The library has determined that there will be 5 points awarded for the give to the max.
If you go on
Oh.
Facebook and get people to donate, your friends, then you should, then you automatically win,
Then we can catch up. Okay.
For the final round, I will name a hypothetical person for 5 points each. These people aren't actually real, but their names represent the intersection of 2 streets in the city of St. Paul. For each, identify the neighborhood that this intersection is located in, or tell me if this intersection does not exist. These will be delivered fairly rapid fire, so be quick.
I think you ought to consider just declaring Lantry out of it for half.
Yeah.
No.
I think that would be fair.
Finally, Public Works was an advantage. Woo!
You gotta go pour another glass of wine. That's your handicap. Yeah, you gotta fill it up. That's your handicap.
Kathy, was Public Works where you got the most complaints, or City Council President where you got the most complaints?
Oh boy, you know what? I think it was about even. What was interesting about Public Works is I got
That's such a political answer.
No, I got a Public Works director. And when I was council president, it was basically just Ward 7. But boy, you have a citywide constituency, you hear from a lot more people.
Well, I just want to thank whoever got Earl Street resurfaced. That's all I want to say. Earl Street is now resurfaced, and it's not, I don't have to replace shocks. So whoever was in that position, thank you.
Yeah, but can you help me? I haven't gotten my curb rebuilt in 25 years that I lived in my house.
Oh.
Yeah, Ellen, there's actually a list you can go.
I've heard that from my city council members for 25 years.
Right.
Yeah, we're on the list. My grandchildren will get to see that list.
But we're not bitter. We're not bitter.
I could name all the names of all the city council members.
I will say Earl Street was so bad that when I drove down it, my 1-year-old, she would go, so she could hear her voice fluctuate.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Like that one.
All right. So it looks like we're set to begin. Like I said, I will name a person. You tell me where they metaphorically live, so to speak. 1, Herschel Marshall.
You're good, Marshall.
John Lesh.
Oh, that's Miriam Park.
5 points. Sydney Winslow. John Lesh.
That's West End or West 7th.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Time. That would be the West Side.
West Side. Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is.
So has anyone said give to the max yet?
Oh, there you go.
You don't get any points, Tim.
I'm just trying to help out the Eastside Freedom Library.
Okay. Okay.
That also has a really great Hmong archives.
Yep.
Downstairs, lower level.
We're going to pause one moment because we have a camera failure that we will be able to fix in 1 minute. But you guys are so entertaining. I think if your banter keeps up for a little while, we'll be fine. Oh, wait, can't back. So
We're back.
We have to, yeah.
That's good because I was just about to tell a dad joke.
Oh,
no. We can take you off of the Zoom, John.
How do you mute him?
Well, he does have 2 little ones.
All right, we're handing it back over to Sid.
3,
And
Blair Kent. Ellen.
Frogtown?
Correct. 4, Grover Cleveland. Georgia.
Highland Park?
Nope.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I cleared at the same time. Who buzzed? One person buzzed.
Oh, it's same team, so I can't
Yeah.
answer anyways.
Anyone?
Well, yeah, I'll say, I mean, it's Cleveland, so Marion Park.
This person does not exist.
Oh,
Oh,
trick question.
all right.
Lincoln, Cleveland. John Lesh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Lincoln is South of Grand. So Matt Groveling.
5. Thomas Asbury. Georgia.
Frogtown?
Incorrect.
What?
Our scorekeeper is saying to accept it.
It should
All
be
right.
Midway.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Midway, but yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
I've been told because of the non-specific nature of what makes a neighborhood, I've been informed that this is a reasonably acceptable answer.
Sweet.
We'll take it, right?
We want to know the judges. We want to
Close
know the
enough.
judge's name.
Raymond Buford. Ellen.
St. Anthony Park.
5. Isabel Clinton. Georgia.
Doesn't exist?
No, incorrect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tim.
Give to the max
Oh.
today, and I would say the West Side.
It is the West Side. Yeah.
Isabel. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
does
Isabel, I
that
don't
get
know where
us 10
Clinton
points?
is.
On the west side?
I guess.
Clinton it is. Yes, they are.
Eleanor Finn. John.
Oh, that's in Highland Park.
Correct. Thomas Pryor. Kim.
Give to the max. And Thomas Pryor would be Denoyer? No. Yeah, Denoyer Park.
Incorrect.
What? I want to recount.
Thomas and Pryor. Okay, can you hear me?
I think,
Thomas
don't
and
you have to
Pryor,
buzz in?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that in Frogtown on closer to the Rice Street area?
No,
No. Our judges are saying it is Merriam Park.
it is Miriam or Union, yeah.
Okay.
But
So
that's
did I
North
get 5 points?
University.
I buzzed
Okay.
and I didn't
Yeah.
work, but anyway,
Thomas.
you need to
that is
unlock
North
us.
University.
They're
Thomas and
unlocking
Pryor's
us.
Don't
Midway.
think of Merriam Park as north of University.
No, it's
No,
it's
that's not.
Midway.
No,
It's Midway because it's Thomas is north of University, and so is Pryor. No, Pryor is north.
Ask the
south.
Public Works Director.
That was my
I
old
think it is
district.
close
yeah.
enough to give them the either Marion Park or.
Yeah, Pryor is so far
I
west.
think it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will accept Denoyer.
oh, we're going back to the, okay.
Who said Denoyer?
I think you should just give
That was-
both teams 5 points.
Tim got that.
Oh,
Oh, I was
Not that they
thinking
need
of
it,
Pascal.
but. And then I think the buzzers might be locked again.
They are. They are, but there we go.
There we go.
Unlocked.
yep, we're clear. 11. Milton Jefferson. CN.
That would be Rondo.
Incorrect. John Lesh.
Matt Groveland.
Incorrect. I have West 7th.
Oh.
Oh,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
12. Carol Pryor.
Oh yeah, Milton.
CN.
River Road.
Incorrect. Ellen.
Midway.
Correct. 13. Ivy Birmingham. CN.
Doesn't exist. Just kidding. Give
What's
to
the
the
answer?
max.
you have an answer?
Oh, that's Eastside. Eastside.
Side.
Greater,
Yeah, we'll take it.
Greater East Side.
Yeah. Mariah Conway. Georgia.
Hi, baby.
Hmm?
East Side.
I'm gonna ask to be a little more specific.
Dayton's what?
Yeah.
Nice.
And of course, to end with Ray Charles, or maybe I should say Raymond Charles. Cian.
He was a singer.
You want the neighborhood?
You have a neighborhood for us?
Raymond Charles, that is going to be, that's gonna be, let's see, that's gonna be,
I'm gonna call time on you in 3.
damn it. Give to the max.
Yeah. we have Ellen as the second buzz.
Okay, well, does it exist? It's on Raymond and Charles would be by like South St. Anthony Park.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah. South St. Anthony Park, Hampton Park, or West Midway would have all been reasonably acceptable answers.
West Midway.
You just made all that
There's
up.
a new one.
I know.
No, there was
New
like
name.
west or east.
Yes, and that concludes our questions.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Give
Thanks,
to the max.
That was
Give to
fun.
the max.
Give to the max.
Give to the max.
I think we have to declare Kathy Lantry our MVP of the
Yeah.
quiz bowl here.
Yeah.
You mean
Well,
the
and
St.
did
Egg?
you notice the wonderful restraint she had in this round?
Yeah.
She just
Let
That
the
was
rest of
after
us
her
have a
fourth
chance.
glass of wine, though.
Opportunity.
Yeah, Kathy, the trophy will be coming later.
Well, I thought everybody did a great job. Thank you very much for the St. Paul Library, and thank you for the St. Paul Freedom Library, and thank you for being who you are, both realtors and political people, because we need both, and both are really, really honorable in the state of Minnesota. My kind of short and unstoried academic career was around the question of, Minnesota history and Minnesota stuff. And we live in a great place, and just why we give to the max better than almost anybody. So thank you, Clarence.
Yes. So thank you, everyone, especially Y Spano, who stepped in and, of course, added a lot to this. Thank all of you. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully, we will do this again, but we will do it in person. It is much easier that way and much more fun. And the only problem is we'd have to let people in to watch you, and so you would have to be on stage and stuff like that. So
we won't be able to drink wine or dress comfortably.
well, the wine is gone. As I mentioned before we started, the wine is no longer.
We'll bring our own wine, and politicians, you know how much we hate being up on stages in front of people.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, just don't spill any on the carpet. That's all. That's all we ask.
It was really fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you very much
for inviting us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sydney, for
Hey, wait a minute.
being
What
the
was
quiz
the final
master.
score?
And give to the man.
You don't want to
Oh.
know. No, we don't want to know.
Go Eastside
We're-
Library.
Call me tomorrow.
We're going to put the final score somewhere.
Bury
To
it.
find it, sort of like we don't have an Easter egg hunt, but we'll have like a Thanksgiving hunt. And
Just send Kathy a MVP certificate on our behalf.
And another bottle of wine.
no, we're sending her to Jeopardy.
Now, Brad, you're talking my language.
Let us know how much in donations you received.
Yes.
Oh,
Give to the
yeah.
Yeah.
The MVP certificate is me knowing that next time I will have to make these a lot harder.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no,
We can do
you
that. We can do that. So anyway, thank all of you. Thank you, everyone who watched. You can share this on Facebook. It will be archived there. We will probably archive it on our YouTube channel, the Eastside Freedom Library YouTube channel. And of course, before this is over, before the day is over, please give to the max. Give so that, well, we really have to keep face, and we're in competition with all these other nonprofits. So we have to make ourselves look better. Yeah, it's a different kind of game. But also check out the Eastside Freedom Library calendar, the events calendar. There's always a lot of stuff going on here. And remember the Housing Summit on December 10th. We really hope that you can join us for that. With that, I think we will sign off. Again, thank you for all of our sponsors. Thank you, Sid, for moderating this quiz. And we will see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.
Night now.
Thank you.
Good.
Good to see you all.
And thank you for playing.
Say bye.
Bye.
Uh,